Greetings, adventurers. I am your Dungeon Master, Anthony Reed. Thanks for joining us on our inaugural episode of Adventure Incorporated. We are so excited to have it out here. We had a ton of fun recording it, and we hope you like it. If you like the show, check out our website, adventureinc.podbean.com. In addition to the RSS feed that's there, you'll also find the world guide for all of New Merida. It has info about the kingdoms, the gods, and the various factions that the players are likely to run into. We also have some character backstories up there if you want to get to know our characters a little bit better. If you have any feedback on the episode, you can check out our fan page on facebook.com/Adventure Inc. Podcast or on our Twitter @Adventure Inc. Pod. We also have plain old email at adventureincpodcast@gmail.com. All of these address and URLs are also on our site. Finally, if you enjoyed the episode, tell your friends, put it out there on social media, and do what you can to rate, review, and subscribe to the show. Episodes will be coming out every Monday, so you'll be hearing from us again shortly. It'll only get better in content and sound quality from here as we get our legs under us, so we hope you stick around for all of our adventures. Once again, thank you and enjoy. Nobles and farmers, knights and wenches, gather round to hear a tale of excitement and mystery. Brave adventures facing grave dangers. Keth, the half-orc fighter.
As they're talking and celebrating, Keth bends down and cuts off a piece of the Gnolls skin and puts it in a pouch.
Oh, that's not creepy.
That is absolutely disgusting.
Wow.
Jenuverra, the dragonborn sorcerer.
I don't feel great about this. I feel fine physically. It's my emotional state that
She wants you to know.
Upset.
Jebeddo, the gnome rogue.
Jebeddo is like really concentrating right now because he pretty much all the time is trying to focus on casting his minor illusion cantrip to make it look like he's wearing a wizard's hat.
Gillik, the dwarf paladin.
My faith has been mocked. I don't know what to say. I'm just astounded. Like, that's where my power comes from. Like, you've seen me smite things.
Prepare yourselves, for this is the tale of Adventure Incorporated. Let's get started.
Oh boy.
Okay, so you guys have been traveling together for a few months now. You've been doing odd jobs that haven't really led to anything actiony or adventurous. You've been escorting a caravan and nothing happened, or guarding someone during an important business meeting, and then it all just sort of went smoothly, which is great.
Classic
you get paid,
adventuring.
Right, the best kind. On your last adventure, you ran an escort for a caravan from Bradmont to Carapath. So you were traveling south with this merchant. You dropped him off in a town on the northeast border of Carapath called Mughamara, at the gates of a very large compound. He tells you that it's the headquarters of Adventure Inc., which you guys all have heard of before as a high-profile adventuring company. They sort of hire adventurers like yourselves to do contracts that they have provided, and they pay them, and it's good work. And you guys are, intrigued, to say the least. You guys are met at the entrance by a large, rough, half-orc looking guy. Well, he looks like a half-orc because he is one. And he's got one eye. He has a short gray beard, which is really the only way that you can sort of tell that he's an older gentleman, because otherwise he still looks real, like, strong and fit. And he's looking over the whole group as the merchant comes up.
So we're coming here for a job interview?
Well, not intentionally. You were just doing a job, and it just so happens that as you stroll up, this seems like a good opportunity for you guys.
Okay, cool, because I didn't bring a resume. I do have my guild introduction letter if they ask, so at least I've got references.
I'm disappointed. You should always carry a resume. Cover letter could be forgiven.
I got mine.
Okay, good. Yeah,
Cool.
See, he's prepared.
Yeah. I'll let you lead off then.
One shoe. That's how you lost your other shoe.
That's not how.
He refuses to tell me.
So as you approach, Master Klug does whatever he needs to do with the merchant. He pays him, and they head their ways. The merchant heads off towards the town part of Mughamara. Mughamara is sort of separated into two parts. The compound is up on a high hill, and then down below is a very small town. And the merchant takes himself and his wagon down that way. And he looks over the group of you and he says, "So, adventurers, huh?
Yeah, I suppose you could say that.
What do you guys call yourselves?"
Well, my name's Jebeddo, Funkin' One Shoe Stumble Knackle Timber.
Okay,
Shivers.
stop. I don't care what you call yourself. What do you all call yourselves? What's your company name?
Oh.
I suppose
Well-
that's something that we should agree upon. So you can call us by our individual names for now, if that pleases you.
It doesn't particularly please me, so for now I'm just going to call you until you decide. In speaking with the merchant, he said you lot did a fairly good job transporting him here. Would you be interested in more work?
I mean, I think we're always interested in work, right? I mean, work to live, right? Live to work.
Great.
I could use another job. Yes.
I like the look of you. Let me speak with the other masters here at the headquarters, and maybe tomorrow morning come back and we'll have a little something ready for you.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, so he sends you back. He turns back into the compound, and the door's shut behind him. It doesn't look like the kind of place that they're just going to let you waltz in. So he sort of sends you back down into town. And you meet with your merchant who pays you the 50 gold pieces that he offered you. And you sort of spend the rest of the night just celebrating, eating, drinking, singing, and dancing away all of your profits. So congratulations, you're at 0 gold.
Guys, we got to quit doing this every time.
But why? I mean, isn't this the adventure of life? I mean, I heard so many things about it. Like,
The Divine Court does not want you to do these of spending all of your money.
You know, I unfortunately have to agree with Gillik on this. I think we should try and save some next time.
but saving things is so boring.
You know what the Divine Court says: a penny saved is a penny earned.
Again, unfortunately, yes.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's a common logic thing. Like, you can't disagree with that. That's true. If you save a penny, you earn a penny, right? But like, what's the point of earning pennies if you're not going to spend them?
If you earn a penny, you've earned a penny. If you save a penny, you still have that penny. You haven't earned anything new.
Perhaps.
That is
Hey!
true.
What if
so
we
confused.
name our troop?
A
Earn
penny
a
saved,
penny.
a penny earned.
No, God, no. Just earn. Just earn a penny.
Earn a penny.
I think that is a false representation of what we would like to earn.
Oh, you're right. Earn
So-
many pennies.
Yeah, earn many gold pieces might be more appropriate. Doesn't
Seem-
quite roll off the tongue.
No.
though.
But if we have a lot of pennies, it would seem like we had a lot more money, and I would feel better about that.
We have no money right now.
So
I would feel great if
Right,
we had
so
many pennies.
Right, so even 1 penny would be an improvement on our current lot.
Yes.
I vote many pennies. I like it.
Ooh,
Earn
team many
Oh,
pennies.
many.
We could be the 4 pennies.
Well, is that enough, really?
I worry about you sometimes, Keth. Sounds like you're getting kind of greedy. 4 pennies is a great number of pennies.
We had so
Maybe
many
it's just
more
my
pennies.
tiny hands.
So many more pennies before we just did all that celebrating. That was an awful idea.
Singing
Can't stress that
does spend a lot of money.
enough.
Well, when you have to
Dancing,
pay
even
people to
more.
let you continue.
I know. Maybe we should just work on our singing, and we would have more pennies.
Ooh, the 4 pennies. That sounds like a good band name too, actually.
So as the morning comes, you guys leave the only tavern you're able to find in Mughamara, probably because most of the sort of Mughamara's economy is more or less built around the headquarters.
It sounds
And-
like.
Yeah, sure. And most of the people stay there, but so there's not a lot of need for a traveler's inn. But as you leave, you also notice some of the other stuff here. They have some shops that are more interesting to adventurers and maybe not necessarily things you would find everywhere in the world. Apothecaries, blacksmiths, those sorts of things. But there are a couple of sort of like small farm areas for the locals as well.
Geez, it's too bad we spent all those pennies last night. Looking around, it seems like we could have really taken use some of this stuff.
Well, maybe the shop should have been open at night.
Mm. Perhaps.
Yeah, damn those shopkeepers for sleeping.
We're definitely gonna have to talk to somebody in town.
So you head back to the compound, and out front you see the same half-orc that you spoke with earlier. He introduces himself as Master Klug. He says, "I'm the quartermaster here. It's my job to outfit our adventurers and to provide the jobs that are a little more searching out secret and hidden things."
Well, that's fantastic. Our name is the Many Pennies. So remember before we were talking about our team name and you told us we needed one, so
Yeah, no, I remember
Right.
that.
So
Yes,
it's pretty
the Many
cool that
Pennies.
you're the quartermaster and we're the Many Pennies.
He looks as though he's trying hard not to laugh at that. Like, it definitely amused him, but he's trying to pretend it didn't.
That's fair.
All right, I'm going to take you to meet the other two masters. They sort of provide the other sorts of jobs that show up here. If they both approve you, then you guys will be in, and we can start to give you some more contracts through us. And there's plenty of gold to go around. So hopefully they'll be all right with you. I like you guys. I've vouched for you. I've allowed you to get this far in the process. So it'll depend on how they feel.
Well, thank you, Master Klug.
Thank ye.
So he leads you in through the large doors into the courtyard, just on the other side of them. There are two other people standing in here. One of them is in tight leather. It looks like constricting their body. They have a large mask with a beak on the front of it. It's sort of a bird mask, but nothing discernible.
But
You
not
can't, like,
crazy
say that-
sexy, right?
No, it's not sexy.
Not like the leather.
The leather's not particularly sexy. I mean, if you're really into birds, maybe it's sexy.
I'm not.
No, me
Okay,
neither.
then it's not.
All right.
Okay, cool.
The leather's not sexy leather. It's more like sneaking around armory leather.
Okay.
Not like whips and chains leather, but like
Not hellbent for leather?
right. No.
Okay.
They also have a large wool cloak on, and with a hood, and it's dark. It's this person. Klug introduces this person and says, "This is Merifa, the spy master." When Merifa speaks, it's with a voice that it's hard to tell what race this person is. It's hard to tell what gender they are. It's very neutral. It'd be very forgettable if you heard it, which is probably what they're going for. And Merifa kind of looks over the whole group. You get the feeling that Merifa is looking past you, or at your fate in some way.
Oh, I
It's
should clarify, by the way, just real quick. Jebeddo is like really concentrating right now because he pretty much all the time is trying to focus on casting his minor illusion cantrip to make it look like he's wearing a wizard's hat.
Okay.
So just as a heads
even
up.
though you do not yet know that, right? Do you know a minor illusion cantrip?
Yes, I do.
Oh, so you have created a wizard's hat on your
Yes.
head.
And
Okay.
I pretty much constantly am walking around focusing on continuing to have a wizard's hat.
Okay, so Merifa sort of walks around your small group, peering at you, and cocks the head. It's sort of like almost like a smirk, if you could see Merifa's face.
Sure.
And Merifa returns back and says, "Yes, I approve."
Thanks.
The woman standing next to Merifa, Master, introduced as Master Redbridge, the Beast Master. She's a little more rough. She's a large, burly human woman. She seems maybe even more gruff than Klug is. She has blonde hair pulled back into a tight bun on her head, and she seems to be wearing like furs and pelts of things she's likely killed. She has a very large spear with her and a satchel, and she has really strong creased eyes. Even if her face is somewhat soft and pudgy, the eyes, you can tell, are just really piercing, and even if they only seem to scowl. She says, I don't see what's so good about him.
Well,
Convince me.
I think what's so good about us is, we're just really good.
Uh-huh.
And he kind of
Good.
trails off. Like, really super unconvincingly.
What about you, Half-Orc? You think you can stand up to being one of Adventure Inc.? You can provide a face for us?
Well, I think as we have discovered with my friend's hat here, the appearances aren't always what they seem. So I can assure you that our ingenuity and enthusiasm for our work will satisfy your needs.
And you, dwarf, you think you can even do half the things that come past our desks? Do you think you have the skills to handle our challenges?
The Divine Court has given me the abilities necessary to carry out any task that is beckoned of me or my team.
She seems somewhat satisfied with that. She
Hey,
says,
hey, I'm really good too.
I was getting there, relax.
True.
She says, you.
Jenuverra's great.
As she steps up to Jenuverra, she sort of like puffs herself up like she's trying to be like larger than you. Meanwhile, she's like sizing you up like prey. She says, and what do you bring, creature?
I bring an intense knowledge of a lot of different things. Many would say that I'm book smart rather than skilled in streetwise endeavors, but that's what the rest of my team is for. They build up that getting people thing.
She eyes you suspiciously.
She's terrifying.
She eyes you suspiciously and says, yes, I guess things aren't as they seem. She almost looks disappointed. She steps back and she says, I'm not convinced, but I suppose I could give them the test. Klug looks like he accepts this. It seems like it's something he was probably expecting anyway. She reaches into her satchel and digs around for some paperwork, and she pulls it out and she says, all right, here. No, not that one. That one's no good. Let's try this. She hands you a contract that was sent to Adventure Inc. She says, there's a town nearby. It's been raided by Gnolls many, many times. For a while, it wasn't a big deal. They would just come and steal some supplies. But in the last couple of weeks, it's gotten worse. Strange, mundane tools, wagons, things like that. They don't have any intrinsic value, but they're difficult to just replace, and the town's looking to find someone to fix the problem for them. So they took up a fund, and they're willing to pay.
And as soon as she says willing to pay, my hat fizzles out of existence.
Okay. And she says, I'll be willing to pay 300 gold if you succeed. And then, of course, there are other jobs in the future.
We look at each other, and I think we're in agreement.
Yeah, 300. So just for clarification, 300 gold is more than we've been offered for any job so far, right? Like,
yeah, 300 gold is definitely more than you've done in your other jobs. But you guys have been kind of small potatoes. 300 seems like fine for. Yeah, this seems like a pretty hefty sum.
Right.
I mean, split 4 ways, it's probably not like great, but.
Well, sure, but I mean, it beats
the
50 gold split 4 ways that we got last time.
I will say 50 gold split 4 ways didn't take very long to spend.
Yeah, so...
You didn't have to pay off that many people to keep you singing, so...
Right. Well, we didn't get to pay off that many people, you mean.
Right.
Yeah, so... I think Jebeddo is feeling that.
Yeah.
She points you off towards the village of Quian, which is where the Gnolls have been attacking.
The Quian?
Quian. Quian.
Okay. That won't help me. Quian. Okay.
The village is to the west. It's a little ways into the swamp, But leaving this early in the morning, you're definitely going to get there before like midday.
Okay.
It's just a couple hours travel west.
All right.
Oh, let's head out.
So, real quick, can you remind me of that woman's name?
Redbridge? Master Redbridge.
Redbridge.
Right. Like a human might be named Redbridge because her parents made a bridge and it was red.
Okay, perfect. She lives underneath the red bridge because she's a gigantic troll. Right.
Wow. Rude.
Redbridge.
Well, one should just say that out loud.
No.
Yeah.
Well, geez, we sure do appreciate this job, Ms. Redbridge. And you know,
Master.
Yep.
Redbridge.
Yes. Mr. Jebeddo. And the many pennies
are leaving now.
you.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay.
As she like pulls me out of the room.
Yep.
I love how afraid of Master Redbridge Jenuverra is.
I think she's smarter than all of us. So, and one shoe, don't do that thing with that hat. That freaks me out. You know that. Just quit it. Just quit it.
But it's a cool hat.
Not a cool hat.
Keep it or get rid of it. Just one or the other. Just that's all I'm asking.
Or maybe like sometimes. Pull it out sometimes, but not
Keep
all
the
the
hat.
time. Oh.
Thanks.
Oh, Gillik, we were agreeing on so much earlier.
Okay, you guys head west towards Quian. Traveling through the swamp is slow and gross, but eventually you guys make your way to the outskirts of the village. You can see the village. It's small and it's sparse. There's not a lot here. It's definitely built up on one of the drier spots, and there are some farmland and agriculture here, but mostly it's just livestock eating swampy plants. You can head into the village if you want and try to find someone to talk to. You also do see the cave just to the north of the village. That's very clearly the cave that they've been having problems with, based off the description in the contract.
Yeah, I was going to say, can we read over the contract real quick and tell us what it says?
To do. Yeah.
Basically, what the contract says is that there have been gnolls attacking the village for months. If you don't know what a gnoll is, it's sort of like a walking hyena.
Is that KNOL or NOLL?
GNOLL.
GNOLL. Okay.
And they've been attacking the villagers. For the most part, they've been taking sort of useless stuff. They've been taking some food and supplies and things like that and dragging them back up to the cave. But they've been taking weird things too, like tools and wagons and sort of mundane things that are annoying to replace, like, oh, great, like now there's no rakes left in the town. Well, I don't know why that happened. And they've been dragging them.
Awesome.
They've been dragging them off into the cave. It's really getting frustrating for the villagers, so they took together a fund and have paid Adventure Inc. to send adventurers. Now, this particular contract came in weeks ago, so
good.
It's a backed up system. It's not perfect.
But there's been no violence, nothing violent.
Not according to the contract.
Okay. So we see that it's dated weeks ago, though, on the contract, right?
Yes.
All right. On the contract, does it show who originally sent out for it, so that we can follow up and let them know, hey, we're here to fix your problems?
Yeah, on the contract, it looks like the elder of the village, who's sort of acts in a mayoral position.
Sure.
They're sort of the signer on it. The whole village sort of banded together for it, but they're definitely the point of contact for this contract.
Okay. Yeah, I think we should walk into the village and let the people know that we're here to save the day.
Elder Roderick is the name on the document.
You guys think that's the right choice, or?
Yeah.
I like that. Should look for somebody to get in touch with Elder Roderick, set up a face-to-face.
Okay, so you guys head into Great. So you guys head in there. there's not a lot of activity going on, but you do happen to run across someone who points you in the right direction. There's a small temple of Iora set up that they send you to. It seems that Roderick is sort of in charge of this temple. That's his regular job.
Wait,
and when you were,
he's the mayor and has another job? God, that sucks.
it's a tiny village. They don't have like a lot of work for a mayor.
It sounds like he doesn't
It's
even
like-
have time to do any raking. So I don't know why he's so upset.
Well, he's not the one who lost his rake, I don't think.
All right.
I mean, he probably has to rake too. This is a hard life. Medieval life is hard.
Mm.
It's tough, man.
Mike doesn't think so. You can hear it.
I'm not convinced.
Jeez,
You know,
Anthony,
he's,
you're supposed to be immersing us over here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's my fault, I guess. I should have done better. You reach the small temple of the guiding light, and there's not really a lot of room there. Just maybe enough space for 6 or 7 people to pray. So, and then there's a small desk set up where Roderick does all of his duties, including his mayoral ones.
Cool.
And he's sitting at it, and he says, "Can I help you?"
Yeah, hey, we are the Team Manypenny from Adventure Inc. We received your contract, and we're here to fulfill it. And I slapped the contract on his desk.
He says, "Oh, thank goodness. It's been awful. In the weeks since we sent that, things have gotten worse."
Oh, wow. I'm sorry.
Keth from the back. No, that's perfect. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Worse. Great. Sounds like you have some real problems. How about you do something in this town? So he says, the Gnolls, they've started coming and taking some of the villagers. And we keep hearing strange noises coming from the cave at night.
Oh no.
Like metal banging on metal and stone.
So, okay. Shouldn't still be any problem for Team Manypenny. We are seasoned adventurers.
No, I expected as much.
Right. Yeah, no, we got this.
Everyone here is counting on you now.
That's perfect. I mean, we would actually prefer a little bit more danger, you know? It sounds like we've got this. It sounds like this is going to be really easy for us to do.
Okay, well, everyone here is counting on you, and the families of everyone here is counting on you. Is that better?
Yeah, actually, that sounds great. And as
Okay,
I'm
good.
like
All right.
processing that, my hat disappears again. And then it comes back like seconds later.
Okay.
Keth is pissed.
He says, "Yes, please head off towards the cave."
Okay.
So these Gnolls, are you able to communicate with them? I'm not too familiar with the species.
They speak Gnollish. I don't know if that's true. We should double check that.
Too late.
I believe they
Make
do.
up the rule and check it later.
I believe that is their Gnollish is a language now.
Well, they don't speak to us. They just take what they want and leave.
Okay.
I've known people like that before. It's all right. This is nothing. Jebeddo's face is kind of starting to like worry a little bit more, like visibly. 'Cause I'm not a very charismatic guy, so like my face
The sooner-
betrays itself constantly. Like,
Sure. The sooner you can take care of them, the sooner my people can be back to us, and the sooner we can get back to work with our tools. We would also like our tools back.
Yes, there were many,
Sure.
many leaves outside. So we will help you out.
Fear not, we shall return your tools. The divine court commands it. And I see you are a man of faith. Iora has led us here, and we shall return the tools.
He gives you like a small blessing.
so I turn
like-
and look at Gillik right away, and I say, I thought we got this contract from the Adventure Inc.
The divine court gave the contract to Adventure Inc. The divine court gives all.
And so I turn back to Roderick, and I'm kind of like look at him with a a renewed reverence.
And he just nods. He just takes it.
Right. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Okay,
great. And
you guys can go now.
right, yeah. One shoe's already turning around and heading out the door.
Okay.
Bye,
Uh,
Bye,
Alright.
Roger.
Oh my God, Jenuverra, can you believe it? We met someone from the Divine Court today. That's amazing.
Oh, Jebeddo. Anytime. Taking
And so,
everything that Gillik says literally is going to hurt us in the long run. We've been over this for months now.
Iora is the guiding light. She guided us here.
Remember when he told us that the Divine Court divined us to find the poison ivy when we were walking through those woods?
The Divine Court has a plan for all.
Right. Yeah. No, that's bull.
All right, you guys head up to the cave at
My
the
faith has been
top
mocked.
of
I
the
don't
hill.
know what to say. I'm just astounded. Like, that's where my power comes from. Like, you've seen me smite things.
Actually, probably not
Oh,
yet.
that's
You guys
true,
haven't
that's
had any
true.
adventure.
We've heard a lot of talking,
Yeah, I'm
Gillik.
super doubtful.
I like that
Alright.
that Gillik's inner monologue has no accent. That's my favorite.
Right.
Wait, do I really not have any powers?
Oh God. My faith
So
is already
much
tested.
doubt. It's a test of faith now.
As you approach the cave, you guys immediately notice signs of use from the outside. There's lots of like muddy tracks leading in and out of the cave. There's a few crude
Conspicuous.
spears.
Sure, a conspicuous lack of leaves, right?
Yes. There's a few crude spears set up outside the entrance, and there's a rope coiled up on the ground. Smoke sort of billows out of the mouth of the chamber,
Okay.
and it's
Real quick, Jebeddo grabs 2 of the spears and kind of sticks them into the ground as deep as he can, and then ties the rope across it like a trip line,
okay.
and just kind of,
Out in the front of the cave.
yeah.
Okay.
It's good.
While you're doing that, Jebeddo, you notice something on the ground in front of, or not just inside the mouth of the cave, like where just a few inches from where you're setting up your trip line is another trip line.
Perfect.
But this one seems like it's connected to something.
Hey guys, look, somebody already did this. Do you think they don't send out duplicate contracts, do they?
Maybe somebody already tried. I don't, but
So can I roll a perception check to try and see what that's attached to?
Do an investigation check.
Oh, right. They have that now. Or in D&D. By now, I mean, they have that.
No, that's now. It's new.
Okay,
You're okay.
cool. Well, 13.
Okay. With a 13, you can definitely see that the tripwire leads to like a large net, and if you tripped it, the net would let go, and all of these pieces of metal would fall to the ground and make a lot of noise.
Oh.
Shit.
I'm going to go ahead and relay all that to the team.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of point up and like make a hush face. Like,
So you guys have some options. You can try to get past the tripwire without tripping it, or you guys could try and disable it if one of you had thieves' tools.
Well, that was a good catch, one shoe. I think we should just try and get around it and look for more traps as we go.
yeah, I think if we leave it here, whoever put it there won't know that we're here yet.
Mm.
And maybe we can even use it to get them later. You know, like we could run back out of the cave, and maybe all those things will fall on them.
And as we're talking, and even before we got up to the cave, we were chatting. You guys know how I feel about killing. So at all costs, as usual, we'll try and communicate with them and try and do this peacefully. But again, we got to put ourselves first. But you know, I try and kill as little as I can.
But
Yep.
they're Gnolls.
Right. That
To me, you know, all life is precious and has value. guys, I'm sick of you laughing at me for this. I have been over
I'm not
this.
even laughing a little bit.
Thank you, Jenuverra. And and Keth is very gullible. You guys all know that. But I believe you. Thank you for supporting me in this.
You are welcome.
Well, you're something. All right.
Okay.
Jebeddo is going to go ahead and hop over the tripwire.
Okay. You can make an athletics or an acrobatics check, whichever you prefer.
I prefer acrobatics. 12.
Yeah, that's fine. You get over the tripwire, and
You didn't have to do a backflip.
Well,
Dick.
says you.
Well, I'm going to do athletics.
okay,
What do I roll?
a d20, and you add your athletics modifier.
19.
Nope, you trip it. It falls. Everything breaks. No, yeah, you easily just sort of step over
See?
and carefully make sure your foot doesn't pick it up on the backside.
That's all you needed to do, once you. All right.
Yeah, but
I'll
which
roll
one of us
athletics.
looked better while we do it?
Actually, probably him.
I got a 17.
Okay, yeah, you also easily just move over the string.
Come on, Jenuverra. Come on.
I got a 13.
Great, yeah. Okay, so you all make your way into the mouth of the cave on the other side of this tripwire. The cave sort of twists down and away into the darkness a fair distance. If you have dark vision,
Yes.
Yes.
who has dark vision?
I
I'm
do.
raising my hand.
I can't. Yes, that's great.
Keth does.
Okay, so basically everyone but Jenuverra,
Sure.
right? Yes.
Do you have
you-
dark vision, Steph?
I don't know.
Can you
I don't
see in the
think you do.
dark?
Well, I don't.
That's
I mean,
that didn't
I
rephrase it.
can't. I cannot see in the dark. I don't. I haven't seen anything about it.
We did not write it on your sheet, so then it wasn't there. If we didn't write it, it wasn't there.
Right, okay.
That's just the rules.
I can make dancing lights though.
You sure could. That would. So I guess my point is this: it's dark. It goes down a little ways and twists to the side. So even if you have dark vision, you can't see to the end of it.
Oh.
But you do know that you do see the smoke billowing out up the top of the ceiling. So it's up to you guys what you want to do from here.
Hey, guys, let me take a sneaky peek and see what's around that corner there.
All right,
Aye.
be careful.
Go for it.
And so
Okay.
go ahead and take a sneaky
Roll-
peek around that corner.
Roll a stealth check.
Very well. I will do that. And I roll a 16.
Okay. You travel down the pathway a little ways back, and as you sort of peek around the corner, you notice there's light dancing along the wall here.
Like dancing lights?
No. Like,
Jenuverra?
I could have done that.
as you step a little further in, you see that there's a fire in the center of a large chamber, and two gnolls standing on either side of the fire. They seem to be like poorly on guard. Like they're just sitting like talking to each other in Gnollish. They're supposed to be on guard. They've got weapons. They're just sort of standing around chatting.
Okay. I'm going to sneak back to my friends,
Okay.
and I'm going to tell them, there's two in there. I think we should lure them outside.
Are we close enough to the exit of the cave, and also the fire to like escape and for them not to see us?
Well, yeah, it's not too far. Like probably 20 feet in before you reach the chamber with the fire. So you could like sneak in there and like wave your arms or whatever and run out, and they would probably chase you and get outside.
Right. Or
If
like
that's
throw...
your plan.
Well, my plan was not to... That's exactly my plan.
What wants you? That is a ridiculous plan. I don't know why you were missing that to us.
I plan on just running in there, waving my arms around like a maniac, and hoping not to die.
No, you just gotta get their attention, right?
Right. That's the way people get their attention, you know?
Just wave a little.
I feel like the Gnolls would never expect it. So Let's not dismiss this.
All right.
Any of us speak Gnoll?
No.
No.
Oh.
There's no way.
All right.
Gnomish. A little different.
Just a little.
Right.
They're actually miraculously close. You can understand certain words, but they just seem out of order.
Right. Just a couple letters off.
Wait, really? Or?
No,
Oh.
no, not at all.
No, it was a joke about how Gnomish has an M. And
Yeah,
Gnomish
but
is two L's.
maybe in this
So am I
world that
explaining
we
this
live
to Keth, or
maybe in this world we live in, you can speak some of that language.
nope? My hat disappears, by the way.
Yep.
And I'm gonna go ahead and
Don't worry, I'm keeping pretty severe track of your hat.
well, the nice thing is it's a cantrip, so I can use it unlimited times throughout the day. But I'm gonna go ahead and I want to cast a minor illusion of the sound of a gnoll, just exclaiming.
So like just being basically like ah.
Right, or hey, like a one.
Okay, well you don't know how to say hey,
Right.
so it might just come out like chartreuse.
Right, snacks. Actually, snacks would be great if I
Yeah.
could figure.
That would be perfect. Yeah. What you really don't want is like, don't come over here.
Right, exactly.
Well, no,
but, yeah,
because we want them to come over here, and they totally will.
Maybe not. If a Gnoll yelled it, they'd be like, oh god.
We should listen to our
"Come
brother.
over here. Leave me alone. No, I do want to get back out of the cave though. Like, do we have to do another check to step over the line again?
Yeah, if you want to pass back over the line without tripping it, you'd all have to make a check again. You could make it simultaneously though. We don't have to go one by one. You're walking out one by one, but we don't all have to wait while each person rolls a die. You can all roll it at the same
Oh.
time and give me the number.
Okay.
All right.
So, do we want to leave though without finding really anything out, except that there are two bored gnolls
Well, they're
by a fire? I mean, they're
well,
not
right.
they're not guarding it well. They are poorly on guard. So, are we not going to take advantage of that?
I guess
So-
it depends on what Keth wants to do.
So, guys, I think that this is not a situation where we're going to be able to communicate with them, and we're coming. We're
You
coming.
haven't even tried. I love that you're just giving up.
Well, it was
So
explained. It
weakest
was
willed?
explained to me thoroughly that Gnomish is not very close to Gnollish.
Master
And
Redbridge will be severely disappointed in us at this moment.
I think you would want a well thought out plan there, Jenuverra. So I think we should go ahead and follow the plan of trying to lure them out, and we can subdue them.
Okay.
Alright.
All right.
Cool. So I rolled a 24.
Oh, you fucked up.
Crap.
No good. No, you're fine.
Wait, what? Isn't it a 20-sided dice?
Yeah.
He
plus-
he added his modifier.
Oh, okay.
I rolled an 11.
Okay.
I don't know how that's.
You almost catch your foot on the thing. Like you sort of like pull it a little bit, but not enough to trigger it.
Damn it,
Oof. Uh-oh.
guys! I'm just mad. I'm just distracted that we might have to kill some gnolls. I rolled a 5.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
fuck.
Well, I got a 16.
Plus your
Okay.
blood, you rolled a 5?
Well, so Keth, hurries you guys out. He just really wants to make sure you guys all get past it, and then once you do, he promptly steps on it on his way right out the door. It drops the net, and the pieces of metal just clang against the ground, which conveniently provides the distraction or the
Oh, yeah.
what you needed from the gnolls who come
Sure.
charging up the pathway towards you guys. So
Um,
go ahead and roll initiative.
Cool.
With a D20.
Yes. You add your initiative modifier.
I got a 10.
8.
So, one shoe, you got an 8.
Yes.
And Gillik, you had a 10?
Yep.
All right, Jenuverra, what do you have?
Also a 10.
Which one of, what's your initiative? modifier?
-1.
Okay, so Jenuverra, you're going to go before him because your initiative is higher.
Okay.
And Keth, what did you get?
So I rolled an 8, and I don't have anything written down under the initiative box.
It's your dexterity modifier.
+2, so 10.
Okay. And Jenuverra, what was your dexterity modifier?
1 + 1.
Okay, so that means Keth will go before you
Mhm.
because his is +2. Okay.
And we'll all go after the Gnolls, probably.
Well, I'm not quite there yet, but buckle up.
I feel like I'm going to try in vain to talk to them as they come charging at us.
You feel
Just
like that, or
Well, that's what Keth is going to do, but not yet, because we're getting ready.
I can't wait for them to try and kill you.
You can't say I didn't try, though.
So one of the Gnolls comes charging out of the cave and makes a break straight for Gillik.
Oh, hey. Yay!
He charges up and takes his spear and tries to like stab it down into you, and it just sort of deflects right off your armor
Sweet.
and off to the side easily. And you stand at the ready, face to face with this Gnoll. Keth, go ahead.
Wait, no, we don't want to fight. Aw. And apparently he struck Gillik, so it's on.
Okay. So you're attacking him?
It's on me. Yes, I am trying to get him off of Gillik.
Okay. So you have your two weapons, which I don't think we wrote out your attack stuff for this. So basically, your to hit with your first weapon is your strength modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
And then you'll deal damage. I think a short sword is a d6 plus your strength modifier.
Yep. And I have 2 of them. So.
On your second weapon, it'll be the same to hit, but you'll only deal the damage from the weapon. You won't deal your strength modifier the second time.
Okay. So
Okay.
I'm going to roll 2 d6s or a d.
No.
Oh.
Start with a d20 to hit.
Oh. 6.
Plus your
5.
to hit. Wait, what?
So I have a +3 strength modifier and a +2 proficiency.
Oh, okay, +5. I see. I thought you
That's scared.
altogether you got -1.
He is
What?
the weakest man in the party.
Okay, so with the first weapon, you go to attack the Gnoll, and he sort of bats it away with his spear.
All right.
So make a second attack roll with your second weapon.
11.
Is that total?
Yes. Well, you said I don't get the attack bonus, right?
You get the attack bonus to hit. You don't get it on damage.
All right. So 11 plus the 5 is 16.
Okay, so that time you do hit. Go ahead and roll a d6. You'll only get your d6 damage. You won't get the bonus weapon damage.
5.
Okay. Yeah. So he bats away your first blade, and the second one you manage to like slice across his side, and he sort of yelps in Gnollish pain. Good job, Jenuverra. Why don't you go ahead?
So what are my options?
Your options are you could run up to him and stab him with your dagger, which seems like a bad option. You could shoot him with your crossbow. He's definitely close enough. He's in range.
Mm-hmm.
You could also cast one of your cantrip spells, or if you felt like these Gnolls were a pretty hardcore threat, you could burn one of your spell slots to cast a bigger spell.
Okay. So I'm attacking him is the only option.
Well, I mean, or you could
Do anything else.
Try
literally anything else. You could run away.
talking
you
to him
could,
again. It
uh,
almost worked.
All right.
You could head back to town. Whatever you'd like to
I'm
do.
gonna
Draw
I'm gonna-
circles in the dirt.
I'm gonna
Yeah, you could do that.
splash
That
him
takes a
with
full
acid.
action, though. Okay. Acid splash. So he has to make a dexterity. He has to make a dexterity saving throw based off the spell DC. So what's your spell DC?
Spell save DC
Yeah.
plus 13.
13?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you go to the blob of acid flies forward and he just manages to duck down low enough that it shoots over his head and splashes onto the ground.
Jenuverra, you're always so hard on yourself.
I'm disappointed in myself.
All right, Gillik, go ahead.
I laugh at him at his foolhardy attempt at spearing me, and then I'm gonna swing at him with my warhammer.
All right.
Oh fuck! I got an 8.
Okay, yeah, 8's not going to do it. You go to swing the warhammer, and he just easily dodges it. You sort of look foolish.
Oh.
Sorry. One Shoe, go ahead.
Okay, so One Shoe sees all this stabbing and attacking going on. Is there... You know what? He pulls out his rapier with a flourish, and then runs over.
I didn't know what I was on bated breath with that one. I didn't know what it was going to be.
With a what?
He tries to poke him real good, right in the soft spots.
Okay.
How does someone get advantage in this game?
So are you thinking for a sneak attack?
Yeah.
Advantage comes in a lot of different ways. Basically, anything that would have given you +2 in the old days kind of gives you advantage. However, if you read sneak attack a little bit further, if you are within 5 feet of an ally who is also attacking him, you get your sneak attack, even if you don't get advantage.
Oh, okay, cool.
Wow,
well,
that's
good.
scary.
Yeah, that is scary. Don't you forget it.
Oh shit!
You can't. That's a rule. You can't attack other players.
I know. Get it. And I roll a 14 to hit.
A 14 to hit
Yes.
is not enough. He
Wow.
just pierce his armor. You just poke his armor. Turns out you didn't get the soft bits. You got the hard bits.
I hate the hard bits.
The other Gnoll comes running out of the cave and squares off with Keth.
Neither of these guys tripped over my tripwire.
Oh, geez. I'm sorry. I totally forgot. Hold on. And you know what? He's going to have to roll twice because the other guy just got right by it. Oh! That's a 2. He rolled a 2.
That's why you exclaimed 2 twice.
He comes barreling out of the cave. His feet get wrapped up in the tripwire, flat onto his face, prone.
I charge him.
So Jebeddo just starts jumping up and down and laughing, like right in the middle of everything.
All right, Ken, if you can charge him, if you do, the Gnoll you've already stepped up to will have an attack of opportunity against you. Because you're leaving his range to go to the other one?
I think better of it and yell to Jenuverra, get that one while he's down, and I'll take care of this one. The one that's close to me.
Okay, so go ahead and make an attack roll. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. No, don't, because the other Gnoll gets to attack. Wait, what? Was I drunk? What happened here? No,
that's
okay,
right.
that works.
That's right, because the first Gnoll was first in the action, and the second Gnoll was last in the action.
You've got it. You figured it out.
I did it.
You did it. All right, so this Gnoll is going to... I don't know what that roll was for. This Gnoll is going to attack Gillik again. But again, Gillik, you knock it away with your shield.
Nice.
Gillik, you're so good.
Now, Keth, you
Yeah.
can do your thing. Go, Keth, go.
All right. I got a 1. Plus 5.
Nailed it.
All right, if you rolled a 1, go ahead and roll a reflex save. So I'm sorry, a dexterity saving throw. They don't have reflex saves anymore.
And that's D20.
Correct.
9 plus my 2 dexterity.
Oh, you lucky guy. All right, so you go to take a swing at him, and you've put all of your weight behind this first swing. And he dodges at the right second, and you almost like completely lose your balance. Luckily, you don't, but you do lose your balance enough that you don't get your second attack this turn.
Ugh.
And so it kind of looks like he's stumbling around.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're doing it too. As like I continue dancing, like
I just glare at one shoe, as Keth does.
Jenuverra, go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna try with my crossbow.
Okay.
I got a 16. And then that's +3 for the attack bonus.
Which one are you shooting?
The crossbow?
No. Which Gnoll?
Oh, the second one, the one on the ground.
Okay, great. That's a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Nice.
On the 20 also? Oh no, on the
Nope.
D8. Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Got this. 2 pyramids. 1 and then +1.
Great.
2.
Well executed.
Well struck.
She brought her darts, it seems.
Absolutely. Gillik, go ahead.
All right.
You guys are like damage output machines.
Monsters.
We're
out
just
here.
warming up. We take a while.
This is the first action you've ever seen. That's true. I
Right.
shouldn't judge.
I look a little more sternly and make another swing with my warhammer.
Okay.
I got a 13.
Yeah, no.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh shit.
Not good enough.
All right. We're getting there.
Don't hit the hard bits.
Yeah, you just bounce. It like bounces off his like. You manage to hit the one bit that has some armor. It just bounces right off. Okay, one shoe.
Yeah. So when this guy fell, did he fall close enough that I can just poke at him?
You could.
Like, could I turn and poke?
No, you'd have to like break off. And
Oh.
you'd take an attack of opportunity.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay. So you break off from him. Let's see. Yeah, you do get hit.
Ah.
The Gnoll has his spear sort of blocking him from Gillik in front of him and Keth on his side, but he does manage to swing his head around and give you a bite.
Mm.
And so you take... I have to dig this die out. Hold on.
Wow.
There's... Yeah.
That is a lot.
That's what a pound of dice smells. Sounds like.
So he hits you for 3 damage.
Oh, okay. I was worried that was all the damage that was happening to me. He hits you for
Yeah, it was. No,
600
I rolled,
damage.
I rolled all of these. They all just came up 1 or 0.
Cool.
Okay. So now you're over by the Gnoll on the ground.
Yes. And he's
So
who I'm
you
gonna-
have advantage.
That's right. He's who I'm going to stab in the soft bits.
Right.
And my high roll was 19 to hit.
That's a hit.
Perfect.
Is that a crit with a rapier?
No, because it was 14 to hit, and then the 5 from
I see.
Yeah.
Disregard.
And here we go. And I actually do damage. I do 10 damage because I rolled a 7 and I had my dex bonus here. So,
Plus your sneak attack.
oh yes. And I get 6 on that. So 16 damage.
All right. Well, that is quite a stab.
That's right.
You found many of the soft bits that time. And he looks pretty beat up because of it. He's bleeding pretty severely.
When I pull my rapier out, I kind of flick it in the air so like his blood flies everywhere.
Great.
And I look
It's
at
very sanitary.
And I look at Gillik
that's
and I
how you
said,
get bloodborne pathogens.
I told you.
Okay. He stands up in front of you. He doesn't look he looks pretty pained, but he looks like he's not too pleased with what you've done, and he
So-
goes to strike you with his spear.
If someone stands up, do they get attack? Do I get attack of opportunity now, or is that not
Negative.
the thing anymore?
Nope, not to my knowledge. If they stand up, that's just their move action. They can't do
Okay.
anything else movement wise.
Cool.
Okay, so he's gonna make an attack against you.
Sure. As he should.
He hits
Crap.
for 3 damage.
All right. Whew.
One shoe, were you celebrating after you attacked?
Well, every time, yeah.
Stop it.
That's why I get hit so much, I think. Spending so much time dancing.
Did your hat
All right.
hat also appear?
Gillik, the first Gnoll is tired of missing you, so he turns to Keth instead.
I'm not worried.
And you shouldn't be, because he misses you also. But just barely. He just barely manages to miss you.
Still counts.
Still counts. Keth, go ahead.
All right. Keth is pissed.
I have bad news for you, Jebeddo.
Yeah.
I can't really remember what the rolls were anymore, but one of those might not have hit you. I was looking at your HP and not your AC. So I thought you had a 9. You don't. You have a 14.
Yeah. Yep.
One of those might have missed. Who knows?
We'll never know.
Sweet.
All right.
So-
Jebeddo's too busy
enjoy your-
dancing. He doesn't know whether it hits him or not.
Right.
He's not even
Enjoy your 3 health.
Right.
Have at that.
Right.
All right.
Go on. Sorry.
Thanks, pal. Doing a bang up job, Anthony.
Yeah.
Keth is using his frustration with one shoe to roll an 18. And,
Oh, good.
Sorry, 18 then plus 5, right? That's the.
Oh, well, good thing you added that +5. No, you hit for sure.
All right.
Go ahead and roll damage on that one and add your strength modifier to it.
All right. He's calmed down. He rolled a 1 and he gets a +3 for strength modifier.
Okay, go ahead and roll your other attack.
That's the D20, right?
Yep.
9. And that's a
Plus?
+5, so 14.
Okay. So you swing the first one and you slice across him, drawing a little more blood. The second swing you come in with, he manages to get the spear in the way, so that one doesn't connect.
All right.
Jenuverra,
All right.
you've got one Gnoll up in front of Keth and Gillik, and the other one assaulting one shoe.
I'm going to go for the one assaulting Jebeddo.
Thank you.
2 on
just as
1
a
on the
heads
other
up,
one is all right.
Everyone needs to know that I look really bad. Like,
As in your
worse than
dancing is really
usual.
bad?
well,
Yeah.
also yes, because I'm bleeding a lot.
All right. I'll save you.
Could be a baby.
Maybe not. I got
so
a
heroic.
I got a 7.
Yeah, that won't do it.
+3, so still.
Still won't do it. Nope. Okay. Yeah, you fire off a bolt, and it just sort of like heads into the mouth of the cave and clinks down on some stone in there.
Sorry.
1 for 2 ain't bad.
Yeah. Gillik, go ahead.
All right, let's see if I can hit the guy in front of me this time. Whoop. I got a 19.
Hooray! You
Hooray!
hit.
All right. Swing. I got. Do you add? I just want to make sure. Do you add your proficiency bonus to damage or just strength bonus to damage?
Negative, just your strength
Just strength bonus. Okay, cool. I got a 9 for damage.
Okay, yeah. You pull back the warhammer, swing it down, and just clock him right across the face.
Yes.
He looks just about as bad as the other one.
Yay!
And they both look real bad. One shoe, go ahead.
Well, let's make this happen. And I go ahead and stab one more time with this rapier.
All
You
right.
can do it.
Oh, God.
Uh,
So crit failed.
Good.
Yep.
Good. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
All right. Oh, good. 23.
Okay. You don't hit him.
Sure
In
don't.
fact, you sort of forgot you were supposed to stop dancing before you attacked.
Oh, it's off
so-
balance. Sure.
Yeah, you were just sort of waving, flailing wildly,
Mhm.
and then went to go attack and nearly fell flat on your face.
Mm-hmm.
But you did not. You're good. You just missed. That's all.
Good.
All right. But the Gnoll is going to try to swing back at you.
As a move action, I'd like to drop.
Oh,
I'd like to drop my burglar's pack as a distraction.
It's not.
And
That's
hope,
not the
like-
worst idea.
I just hope like stuff flies out everywhere.
Okay.
To like have him be like, ooh, shiny things.
Okay, so you're gonna sort of like toss the pack openly so that it just sort of
Right, I just kind of want to
scatters.
slough it off my back.
Okay. Uh, due to this incidental distraction, we'll go ahead and give him disadvantage on this attack roll. But
Good call.
that probably won't work in the future.
Well, sure, but it is a
You
no.
can't just do that every time. From now on, you're just like burglar pack. So he sort of glances to the side and then like swings back with his spear, and you're not where he thought you were. So he misses you.
Oh, thank God.
Gnoll 1 attacks Keth again. He's really getting frustrated. And he's going to continue to be frustrated because he just didn't even come close. He just looks back between you and Gillik, Keth and Gillik. He's looking back and forth between the two of you, just like yelling something that you can tell is not nice in Gnoll. He's very frustrated.
Well, I tried to talk to you earlier, but now I'm just gonna have to hit you again.
Go ahead, Keth.
15.
That'll do it.
Woo!
All right, and then 7.
Roll the other attack roll.
That's 8.
Okay. So you just take your first blade and you sort of twist back and swing and just lop his head off.
Cool.
I also gasp as well.
Jenuverra, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
11. No, plus 3. 14.
Okay, you fire off a bolt at the second Gnoll. He still is glancing down at the stuff on the ground, and it sinks into his back. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right. 4.
Ah, and just enough. He manages, it's just enough damage to put him to his knees, and he just falls forward, and like blood's coming out of his
Oh
mouth.
boy, that's great.
Hooray!
Yay!
Guys, we did it!